Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of this lovely new city. And off camera I did do just a little bit of tweaking, I guess is the right word. I added in a little bit of an extension to this city, and I hope you guys don't mind. It's just a little bit, but let's go to this side. Let's turn around. So you can see that I extended, oops, still getting used to these cameras, but you can see I extended out the city a little bit towards the edge. So if we look from this view, originally the city stopped about along this road here, but we still do have a lot of people that are needed for working in these industrial spaces. So before I move on to anywhere else, I need to extend this whole area a little bit more, just until we have enough people. Because if we zoom in, let's see, you can see there's still some workers that are needed over here. How about over here? Yeah, there's still some people needed over here, still some needed over here. So we still need a lot more people. So you can see that I extended the tram line over to here, because the plan is I want to connect a passenger train here and connect it up to this tram, because that's obviously going to help get a lot of people from this train line coming from this part of the map, because this train line and this train line, they don't connect at all. And what is going on here? What is this? I must have been testing something, but yeah, so I want to add in a connection over here, extend this tram to the passengers station, and we can also extend this area a little bit over to here as well. And hopefully the train noise isn't too loud. And then since we're starting over here, that'll basically allow us to slowly build out this area here, because I always find it hard to build on the other side of a river, because it's just a complete new starting point. So once we start building here, it's going to be a nice little easy way to get going. So if we just zoom in and show you guys what I've added in. So a lot of these buildings that I did add in, they are the apartment style buildings and not many low density buildings. So if we zoom in like that, you can see these guys here like this. And I added in this little road that goes underneath the train, just because otherwise they'd have to drive all the way up to here. So it's just a little shortcut. And then this road here is a little bit wavy, but that's okay. So there's a few more buildings, larger buildings, and then it slowly transitions out into low density. So oh yeah, I also added in these buildings here and this monument here. So this monument I've had for quite some time, and I do quite like it. If we can have a look at it, I don't know what it is, but yeah, I think it fits in quite well. And these types of buildings are very familiar in Russian cities. They're very long connected buildings, and it's just one big housing estate basically. So there's a lot of people living in there, and they seem to not worry about the noise pollution coming from this road as well. And I noticed a lot of trucks were coming in here just before, so I wonder what was going on. I'm not sure, but anyway, so I want to start building in this area, and hopefully by then we will have enough people that are working in this whole area, and then maybe we can start in the next episode to build up here more towards the downtown city area. So just so it's not mostly like this type of building for a while, we want to mix it up a bit, keep it interesting. So let's pause, and I'm just gonna remove some of the trees, because I can't focus when there's so many trees, because I can't really see the terrain as well. But we will add the trees back in. So we'll just keep it paused for now, because the trams, they can't go anywhere, and the terrain is a little bit high, so that's why the tram comes up a little bit. It's elevated. So what train stations do we have? I went through and downloaded a whole lot of new Soviet style buildings. I think this is the only one that I was thinking of doing, because it has the two train tracks. So one of them can be for the passenger train, and then the other one can just be trains that are passing by. So let's just go like that, and we'll drag it into place in a second. But let's do that. And I wish the train line was closer. Actually, the train line seems a little bit wonky, doesn't it? Let's just drag. Oh no, I don't want that one. Just drag that down. Oops. Actually, we need to demolish this anyway, so... Okay, and the road is going a little bit crazy, but we can delete the road now because we don't really need it. We can redo that in a second. So let's move this right up against this cliff bank. Well, that's actually quite steep, isn't it? But yeah, can we see up in there? I wonder if we can go to the first person and have a look inside. Is there anything? Oh, we can go inside. Look at that. Not really much to look at, but sometimes with some assets there's a lot of stuff that they do inside which is kind of unnecessary, to be honest. So let's put in the new train lines, but we have to make sure that they're not too wonky. So I guess this is the train. No. Okay, we'll have to adjust this one because it's a little bit higher, but let's just continue this one along straight, and then where these guys meet is where it goes. So we can demolish this one along here because it's kind of not really what we want, and then we can reconnect this one along here like that. And I like that it's not too curvy. And then this guy can basically come along to about here, connect up. That's pretty good. Is that generally at the same terrain? Not too bad, not as bad as the other side, that's for sure. So, and let's just hope no huge boulders come down this hill, because oh my god, could you imagine the whole train would just be rolled off and then it would roll down into the river. Would be an interesting sight to see. Oops, did I just say that? Okay, let's make that a little bit flatter. There we go. Okay, that's good. So then if there's another train passing by, they don't have to wait for any trains that are at the station already. And let's see, can I just go like that? Is that connected? That's good. Very good. And this is not Russian, but is that French maybe? No, Laboratorious, it's English, so I don't know. But let's... Actually, I downloaded I used it in St. Petersburg, the tram circle thing, but maybe I don't want to use that. This one here. I don't know if I want to use that because it's going to take up a lot of space. Like, oops, didn't mean to do that. But I want to just demolish this little part here. Why is it doing that? I might just use this type because it's very industrial looking, and the circle one was just too big. So I don't know if the tram can just go here, stop, and then go back like the train does, or do we have to make it go around? I actually think we have to make it go around, so if that's the case, we can still work with that, I suppose. But anyway, let's get the tram line in first. So I don't want to put it there. Let's put it back one street like that, and then we can change it like that. And then which one was it? It was this one here. And then we don't want it to go down because it is quite steep, so just to keep it simple, we'll just make it go from about there. We'll have to fix that up in a second because look at that, that's like a roller coaster. And okay, I was like, why is it so wonky looking? Because it is wonky, that's why. Okay, let's fix up that curve. And I think generally that's okay. What about the terrain of it though? It is a little bit steep, but it'll do. It'll do. They'll just have to use a little bit of power. Get up there really, really quick. Okay. So we'll just design this area up a little bit. It's not going to be a huge area, but it's just a starting point for basically this whole area over here. And luckily there's not really going to be a lot of traffic coming through here. I think I might add in just a little wooden bridge that will go across here like that, and then I'll continue it along like this. Oops, not like that. Oh, why would I want to do that? Let's continue this along. Oh, and it's a bit wonky there as well. What's going on? Let's just continue this over through here like that, just as like a bit of a back road, but I don't really suspect many of them will use it. Okay guys, it took a little bit of fiddling, but I've come up with this being the best solution because if I just adjust it a little bit, the first thing that I was going to do was the station was actually going to be here, So the tram would go basically straight ahead, stop, and then continue on straight ahead. But the thing is that since this is a road, it looked like the road basically just went straight ahead, which would mean the cars would just go straight through the tram, and I just think that would be something that's not very realistic. So I pulled the tram station over just a little bit, and so the road comes along here with a slight curve, which is, I think, completely okay. But I couldn't get rid of this little black, this little non-filled in area, and when I put in the cement, it makes it all go like that. So I'm not sure. The only thing is I can fiddle with it like that. Oh, there we go. Maybe that'll work. Okay, never mind. That fits in well. And yeah, I think that looks okay. I went with the more colorful one because I thought it looks a little bit more creative. And yeah, so for now I'll make the tram basically just go up here, turn around, but eventually it will just keep continuing on, and that I just forgot to connect up the train line. There we go. Let's just adjust it to a little bit of a yucky curve. There we go. And then how does this one look? That one all looks good. And then this area here looks a little bit... There we go. Okay, that's better. And I feel like even though this is a big train station, it doesn't look really out of place. So, next thing we need to do is I want to make this area just a little bit more like a bit of a plaza. So, just need to fill it in a little bit, make it look a little bit more appealing, and put in some pathways. That's basically all I do, pathways and trees. Good. And then basically all of the buildings around here will be like these types of buildings, so we're keeping it in with the Russian theme. And I'll probably add in just a few here, but not too many. And actually I quite like the look of this. It looks quite smooth in my opinion. So let me just add in the end of the tram line. But I'll have to keep changing this because I just don't know when we're going to stop that. Let's just go like that. I know it looks ugly, but just for now, that's just how I'm leaving it because I'm not really worrying about it. And I saw I have these old roads here, out roads. Let's have a look what it looks like. Oops. Excuse me. Not that one, this one. So it's just a little bit pebbly. This one, I see. It's okay, I suppose. I mean, we can try it, but on some of them. Yeah, and then what are these ones? What does this look like? That's just pebbles. That one's just not as bright. Okay. And then what's this one? Okay, that's too bright. Okay, anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So let's add in just a few more little roads. Actually, I might use this smaller road because we are kind of limited for space. Right there. And ooh, I don't know if I like that. It looks a little bit too low, doesn't it? It's a little bit scary, so we'll have to put on a fence there as well. And actually, I'm not going to add in anything here because this is already pretty much on the cliff. So yeah, did I fix this up? I didn't fix that up. Let's bring that down. Okay guys, I added in a few different buildings if you have a look. Not too many, but it's a good little start. And now we just need to add in some detail. So I started by adding in a few parking spots, but I just need to add in some more parking spots to fill in these spaces in here. And basically just a few more of these trees, and then that's pretty much it. And we'll move on to the next area. Okay guys, it turned out, I think it turned out pretty good. Let's have a look. Let's have a closer look and show you guys. Okay, let's press play. I zoned this area here. Is it playing? Yes, we got movement. We got water movement. This little space here is zoned as commercial, but also this building and some of these buildings are also commercial, but mostly everything else is residential. And right, they have no power, so let's use this little guy, the East Euro power line. Maybe just get that across like that. It's good. So that should be good. They should have water. Yes, they do. And then if I just zoom in and show you guys how it all looks. So let's go to first person mode. Okay, so let's go in. I like this parking lot. It's very rustic looking, isn't it? It's very unkept, which is nice. Look at that little car go beep beep. It's so cute. Look at it go. And then I put in this tram as well. It's very old fashioned and I like it, and it's connected. It looks long. So let's go in. There's some people walking around, a few cars, and then it goes to the station in there. And wow, what a mountain! Doesn't it look very? Oh, it's a little scary, but I kind of like it. And then so the tram, where did the tram go? There it is, up there. So it'll go up there. He'll turn around, and did anything zone? Yep, there's our shops. So we got an old shop there, but then we also got a more newer one. So let's exit first person. There we go. And then I also added in just a little pathway. So not a pathway, a fence. Make it look a little bit more realistic, so no one can easily fall over. Although that is good population control, right? Parking lots, and then we have the train line, a high-tech portal-themed freight train. Oh, is it freight train? Okay, if it's freight, then I guess I'll have to. Oh my god, it even says cargo. Okay, I'll have to find another one that looks very similar, but I'll do that off camera. But anyway, say goodbye to this train station, and I'll find one that looks very similar. And so we need to connect the tram station. So let's connect it on there. And then let's put one up at this end as well. Like that. And then I won't put one here because it's literally right there. And I think I might add in some low density buildings, low density residential just along here, just to fill it in a little bit, just because to me it looks a little bit weird how it's just nothing, then it's medium density apartments. So let's just use this one like this. It's not going to be very big. We've got a bit of a cliff here, so let's try to make a little bit of a curve around like that. There we go, that's good. And come along like so, and then, oops, what happened there? Why is it doing that? It's the stupid road guidelines that do it. Yeah, it's the road guidelines. Always messing me up, they are. All the time. Okay. And then I forgot to turn off this one, so now all the trees are in the way. There we go. Okay, and then let's just add in a little road along here, like so. Is that too steep? I think that's okay like that. That'll do. Nothing too much, but we're just filling in the space like so. Fill in this one as well, and we'll put in some here as well. I'll put some there, and then we'll just put in a few little ones along this spot here next to the train line. Okay, speed it up. Okay, let's see. Was it flooding here? Did I say it's flooding? Look, the little dam is still there. That's so good. But, okay. Still some people needed. But how many people are in this area? Why did I pause? Oops. How many people live here? Because I feel like this is a good amount of residential. Okay. Not as much as I thought, but 1,300 might still go up a little bit. It's going to be a huge influx of traffic, but hopefully that helps a little bit with the need for workers. Maybe, well no, I was going to say maybe we need to put in a bus line, but we have the tram that goes over into the industrial area, and they can easily drive. Like, I'm sure a lot of people would drive, so I don't think a bus line is really that necessary. So oh, look at this. Didn't even plop them down. They disappeared, and they're kind of in theme, which is good. I like it. Okay, let's just add in a few more trees, just to give it that wilderness type of look that I'm kind of going for. Fill it in, just like so. Put some along there as well. And then I think in the next episode we might extend up into here, or even somewhere like way up in here where it's going to be high density, which is going to be quite good. So we can see a lot of movement going on right now. I'm quite excited to see that. And these buildings here, they're doing that weird coloration thing because they overlap. So if we can drag it down a little, maybe we can make it not overlap, and then it won't do that color. There we go. Like that. Oh look, all the cars suddenly appeared. Oof, you wouldn't want to back away too far, would you? Just keep going down into the river. And then I don't like how the color is for the river, the riverbank. It's not very realistic in my opinion, because yeah, there's grass, but I don't want the grass to actually be going into the water like it is. So let's just use this just to give us a bit of a water bank, at least a little bit. Just like that. That's better. I like that. And how does everything look? Looking good, looking good. And we have like 10 million people waiting for the tram over here. Actually, let's have a look. How many people want to get on here? There's 115, but how many people want to get on here? Where are we? No, that's not it. Could it be this one? This is it. 111 people want to get on here. 4 people over at the end one. What's another really big one? This one here. Is it the school? Actually, where are we? Ah, this is probably for the train station. As expected, a lot of people. Is that 300 people? Wow. That is a lot. Where is another big one? 120. That's the school. Yeah, I knew that one would be quite popular as well. So maybe, since we have extended the tram, let's put it up to just one more. It was at 5, so let's put it up to 6. There we go. And we still have probably a lot of people wanting to move in, so there's going to be just that little bit more of an car influx. But let's just have a look around town just to wrap up this episode. No, I didn't do much because I'm kind of sick, if you guys don't know. I've been sick for probably the last month. I've not been very well, but here I am still making videos for you guys because it really just makes me feels good just playing this game. It's very relaxing and it's just nice. So let's have a look. It's actually why... Oops, let's go out of that. Why are these ones not building? Did I not zone it? Oh, that's why. I didn't zone it properly. Like that. And then let's just put in a little one like that. A little one there. Okay. So let's go into first person mode and just have a look around town and just like a nice close-up look. Let's go over to the farming industrial area. Let's have a look. Lots of trees. It's very bushy. I guess that's good for pollution, maybe. I don't know. Oh, look at the planes go. I thought there were birds up there. Jeez. So we're at the end of the map, and gee, look at the river go. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, this isn't really much to look at. So let's go down to... see, where should we go? Where should we go? Look at the view, look at the view. A lot of people are trying to turn onto this road. So, I wonder why... they could be going down here because then they're turning left and then they're going this way to get to this new area. So that's probably why. Let's go up the river and have a look. How does everything look? How does it look from down here? That should be high enough, I think. Anyway, let's go onto this main road and have a look. Lots of people. I like to see lots of people walking around it. It's more realistic to me. Okay, we got some dirty big industrial areas. We got the big church. Got people walking around everywhere. We got the dead people car, whatever that's called, the hearse. Hi hearse. And then we've got the train station. Probably should change that. And then we've got some more dirty big industrial buildings. Oh my god, look at them. Oof, that detail. Some cyclists as well, which is good. And then let's go over here and have a look, Got the little tram going. He's going beep beep. Look at him go. Wow, there's a lot of people here. I would not like to live like on this level right here. Like, oh my god, there's going to be so much noise. Oof. Oh, what happened to the tram? I thought that was a new tram. I mean, an old-fashioned one. Must have been seeing things. Let's have a look. Let's go here. There we go. There's our town. Not much difference from last episode, but there's our newest addition. And let's exit. And now let's have a look. Do we still have a need for more people? Do we still have a need? Looks like the farming area has everyone they need. I'm not seeing anything. Look, there's all my haters. All my haters. Cows. Looks like we have enough people, which is good. Which means I am ready to pretty much move on to the next area. Look at that old train. Oh, blink and he's gone. Oh, we have... Garbage has piled up, but we have a huge garbage thing over here. I guess it just takes a while for them to drive all the way over. But yeah, doesn't it just look good seeing all the cars going around, and like you zoom in, you see all of the people walking around. It just looks good. Looks good. Actually, let's go back to speed 1. That's getting really intense now. But yeah, I think that's all I want to do for this episode. I really just wanted to make sure that there's enough people for all of the farming and industrial spaces. So now that we've got that done, we are ready. And I also named this Samosibirsk, which is, if you're Russian or familiar with Russian cities, maybe you can guess what it is named after. So let me know if you know what I'm talking about here. And then this can also, let's just leave that for now, I don't really mind. But the land value, what is the land value? Oh, it's a little bit low, so I guess that's realistic. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay, that's all I'm going to do. So next episode is anything. So this is a good chance for you guys to say, what should we do? It'll probably just be very basic and residential construction areas, but yeah, maybe we can do a lot of monuments. I downloaded a lot of different Russian style buildings, a lot of big monuments and stuff like that. You probably can't see them because they're all at the end. What's this one? Maybe that's one of them, I don't know. But I downloaded a lot of different stuff, so we have a lot of different monuments and statues and big buildings, so yeah, should be good. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys, so I'll see you all very soon with another video. Bye for now, guys.